What's up, YouTube? It's Tip Tap, and I'm back with another freaking video. So today, we're going to be reacting to what if there were 1 nonillion people on Earth. Before this video even gets started, y'all see this? That should not be like that. So subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and don't forget to follow me down below on my social medias. We finna get into this video, man. I ain't finna do too much talking. Let's get it, man. Let's go. If y'all see my shirt blending up in with the greens, with the background, don't mind it. I don't know why I wore green today, but we finna get into this video, man. Let's get it. Matter of fact, let me zip up my jacket. We're finna get into this video, man. Let's get it.
There are a huge number of apocalypse scenarios that people can arrange with their own hands. But there is one happening unnoticed, and right now: overpopulation, lack of resources, territory, constant illness, unimaginable heat, violent conflicts, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Could overpopulation turn the Earth into a black hole? How realistic is such a forecast? How many years will humanity need to create a real catastrophe? Would we be able to survive if there were 1 nonillion people on the planet? I'll try to tell you about all this in detail in just 10 minutes. A nonillion is a huge number that's difficult even to imagine.
Yeah, I don't
10
even...
to the 30th power. The sun weighs 2 nonillion kilograms. The
Jeez.
lifespan of a proton is at least 1 nonillion years. There are 10 nonillion individual viruses on our planet, and this is enough to spread one virus to every star in the universe. Moreover,
I ain't gonna lie, comment down below if this y'all first time hearing nonillion. Nonillion. Comment down below. Be honest.
several times. The population of the Earth is growing gradually, but let's say that there was some kind of failure in the logic of the world, and suddenly there were not just 8 billion of us, but rather 1 nonillion people. The air would become polluted at an alarming rate. This would lead to a spike in respiratory illness and asthma. The International Agency for Research on Cancer also believes that such contamination contributes to the development of cancer. High population density will allow any infection to spread at an awful rate. People will have much less personal space, leading to much higher risks of contracting deadly diseases such as meningitis, typhoid, cholera, and others. The world will be constantly in a state of pandemic, and if one fades, another will immediately arise. The more carbon dioxide in the environment,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Do that sound familiar? I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah.
More likely major natural disasters such as hurricanes are. A 2009 study published in Global Environmental Change analyzed the impact on the environment of having children. It turned out that today every additional child adds about 9,500 tons of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And if the number of children were to become 1 nonillion, the vast majority of people would starve because the planet's resources are simply not sufficient for such a large number of consumers. All fish and other marine life that might meet the need for food would be eaten up. The same fate would befall wild and domestic animals. An attempt to increase the number of livestock would lead to overgrazing, overconsumption of plants. This, in turn, will cause soil degradation and desertification. A population increase would endanger the world's oceans, not to mention the problems that would affect the world's supply of drinking water. Today, humanity is faced with a lack of it. According to the WWF, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, more than 1 billion people currently have no access to water. If the world population grew to 1 nonillion, this number would increase by a factor of sextillion. And don't forget about...
Sextillion, bro. What is these? You feel me? I don't... Okay, bro, what?
Course, the fewer the resources and the higher the population density, the greater the tensions between countries and communities. Tensions that could lead to violent, armed conflicts. But these aren't really the main problems. It's unlikely that every one of these 1 nonillion people on Earth will have to face all these problems. We simply don't have enough space on the planet. The land looks massive. Large areas are still unoccupied. But even if you use every inch of dry land, it won't help. For every square meter of land, there will be almost 7 to 10 to the 15th power of people. Let's say they all have an average.
I ain't gonna lie, all this math is making me pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, sheesh. I don't like math. I don't like math. Comment down below if you don't like math. Comment down below if you do like math. Just let me know. Am I the only one? I know I ain't the only one. I'm just talking. But
If you stack these people on top of each other, then such a pyramid would reach far beyond the Earth's atmosphere into open space. Living in such tight quarters would not only be difficult, but absolutely unrealistic. There's neither enough space nor air. Anyone in such a situation is likely to face a quick but painful death. What if you use the entire surface of the Earth? Most of our planet is covered in water, and this is critical for many reasons. But in a case that the population has grown dramatically, will drainage of water bodies help? The entire surface area of the Earth is approximately 510 million square kilometers. If you use it in its entirety, there will be about 2 people for every square meter, or rather 2 by 10 to the 15th power of a person, 2 quadrillion. If there were 1 nonillion people on Earth, the planet would change forever. It would simply become a huge ball covered with people by more than 1 trillion layers. For such a large number of people to feel even a little comfortable, it would require more than just our planet. The current population density of the Earth is 50 people per square kilometer.
You see great players.
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
I didn't really understand.
I ain't know all this, bro.
This includes the entire continental and island territories, even Antarctica. If we adhere to such a plan, then for the comfortable settlement of 1 nonillion people, it will take approximately 20 octillion square kilometers to obtain such a vast territory. One would have to make 134 quintillion clones of the Earth. At the very beginning of the video, I mentioned a black hole, and this is no coincidence. 1 nonillion people will add at least 62 nonillion kilograms to our planet. This is more than the mass of the Earth itself, and even more than the mass of the Sun. The planet would become very heavy and very dense. But to turn it into a black hole, you first need to become a supernova. Even such an overpopulated Earth will not have enough capacity and temperature for this. But is overpopulation really worth worrying about? Many scientists believe that the Earth's maximum capacity is between 9 and 10 billion people. This point of view is shared by biologist Edward Wilson. As pointed out by Wilson in his book, The Future of Life, the limitations of the biosphere are unchangeable. Aside from fresh water, there are indeed problems with the amount of food the Earth can produce. Even if 100% of the grain is consumed, and absolutely all people become vegetarians, the planet will only be able to feed 10 billion people. At the same time, a biologist, Joel Cohen from Columbia University, admitted that no one knows when or at what level peak population will be reached. As of August 6, 2020, the world's population is estimated at 7.8 billion people. The United Nations expects that by the year 2050, Earth's population will reach 9.8 billion people. In the year 2100, the figures will exceed 11 billion. This could be a real disaster. The disadvantages of overpopulation are felt by many today. The most populous cities in the world are Tokyo, Delhi, Shanghai, Mumbai, and Sao Paulo. The population of each of them exceeds 20 million people and continues to grow. And along with this comes growing air pollution, the amount of garbage, poverty. Perhaps over time, there will be more and more cities with high populations. According to the UN, 250 babies are born every minute, and technology is helping people live longer. To cope with overpopulation, analysts suggest improving the quality of education and educating people about the environmental and financial costs associated with large families. Will it help? We'll find out in a couple of decades. Most likely, humanity will never be able to reach the 1 nonillion mark. However, this is just my guess. Who knows what the future of our descendants will be like far beyond planet Earth. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up.
Man, that video is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't say it scared me, but like, makes you think like, oh, they got a point, bro. They got a point. Y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notification bell. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Y'all stay easy. Y'all be good in school. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I pray that you succeed in whatever you want to do in life. And I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.